Y'all, we back with another one, man. And,
Looks was something that I was never taught to give a fuck about growing up. Ever since I was young, people would just tell me it's a very feminine thing to care about as a man. The only thing that you should care about is just making money. Growing up in my teen years, I definitely believed that. I had a very entrepreneurial mindset. I became obsessed with the pursuit of making money. Even got to the point where I dropped out of school at 16 years old because I deemed that school wasn't going to get me rich, and I gave my life to working. And it wasn't until I worked 12-hour days from the age of 16 to 17 years old in a law firm, believing that getting myself in this role of work was going to give me the lifestyle I wanted, give me endless attention from women, get me endless status, endless respect. And throughout that process, I ended up putting myself on a back burner. I stopped going to the gym, I stopped taking my diet seriously, and I ended up over 300 pounds. And even though I was doing very well financially compared to my peers,
that nigga was big. That nigga was big, bro. Golly.
Did I not feel successful, but I didn't get the flowers that I thought I'd get from girls, my friends, socially. It felt like that I'd been lied to. And it wasn't until I got to 250 pounds jacked did I understand and truly realize the weight of how I let that belief nearly ruin the trajectory of my entire life. Not only did getting in shape and looking like this give me endless amounts of dating options, I almost got treated like I was a celebrity simply because of the way I looked. From girls, women, even other men.
Yeah, I'm gonna just be real with y'all, man. Looks do matter, bro. Like, I don't care what nobody try to say it don't downplay it, bro. Your looks matter, bro. Matter of fact, man, I would say it's at the top of the top because that's the first thing people gonna like. The world shouldn't be judgmental. Well, it is, bro. People gonna treat you based on how you look. If you take care of yourself, then they gonna value you more because you take care of yourself because you look good, bro. I've talked about this on previous stuff though, bro. If you like, bro, getting in the gym, bro, not only is like trying to look, but bro, it's very important to keep your body active, bro. You know, you want to work out, bro. You want to look good and feel good, bro. You'll be lying saying you don't. You should want to be in shape, bro. You don't want to be slouchy. You know, when you get older, you don't want to look like and this is gonna make you feel like a better person overall once you get in shape, bro. Once you get in the gym. Like, bro, getting money is cool, bro. Like, that's cool, man. Make your money, get your bag. But I mean, bro, if you don't like, it's only so much money can do. If you don't have nothing else in your arsenal, if you don't have nothing else, you just got money. Like, that's good, bro. But you just got that, bro. That's not gonna be enough. I've talked about this. Like, once you got money, bro, you become a target. I feel like, especially if you don't understand what's going on. People will just be using you just solely for that. So it's about the money, but it's more stuff you can do, bro, to make yourself overall just look like better, bro. You know what I'm saying? Getting in the gym, working out, bro. It'll change your perspective, bro. Once you know what I'm saying, lock in on the gym, bro. It'll change, bro. It'll change you for real. It changed my life. I don't know how other people will, but it makes you more disciplined once you work out. Like, it makes you more disciplined. Like, it's a good way to start the day. Me personally, that's what I think.
It wasn't just my dating life that benefited, it was opportunities that would get brought my way because I was subconsciously perceived as someone that was higher status. Now, throughout this process of improving myself, I learned so many lessons, not only throughout the world operates, but from how human beings operate and how they perceive you based on your looks, and how important they are, especially as a man, to focus on in 2025. And that's exactly what I'm going to be discussing in today's video. How becoming more attractive not only changed my life, but why you as an affluent man should start caring more about your physical appearance. And not just caring about your physical appearance, making it the #1 priority in your life. Now, the biggest shock for me is when I ended up quitting that job, and whilst I was building my business, I went to go work at the biggest club in London as a bartender. Now, on paper, it's a very submissive, very low-grade job, but it actually teaches you more about how humans really operate and how they really perceive.
See, when you bartending stuff like that, you have to be very social. You know, you're gonna be getting exposed to a lot of experiences. Everybody's gonna be coming around, so you're gonna be exposed to a lot of stuff, man. Being honest with you.
Because a nightclub is the most vain place in the world. When girls start drinking, when guys start drinking, that's when their true feelings really come about, how the way they perceive you. And that's where I witnessed the true extent of human nature. Now, something I got exposed to in that nightlife section was table life, where the guys that would have money, the Rolex on their wrist, come to a club, buy a table, spend all the money, and from a surface level, you think these guys are the man. But what really happened behind the scenes is that these guys never actually ended up being the ones that go home with the girls. What I'd see happen time and time again, and something that used to confuse me myself, was yes, I used to see a lot of girls go to these guys' table, flaunt to these guys. But what would usually happen is that they never be the ones to get the girls in the end. They never be the ones to take them home. What would happen is the girls would go to the tables, drink all the alcohol that the men have paid for. Maybe they flirt with them for a bit, but then they leave with a guy they're actually attracted to. And at the time, that'd be the bartenders, bouncers, the club promoters. And that's the first lesson that I learned, is that nothing is ever going to beat true, genuine desire. Now, this isn't me demonizing money completely, but all aware of having a high level of income is extremely important, but at the exact same time, it cannot be the main forefront of the thing that you lead with. Nothing is ever going to be more important than leading with yourself, leading with the man in the mirror, leading with this.
Bro. I like you will become a target, bro. If you have the money, you will become a target. I wouldn't necessarily lead with that. Like, I don't agree with that. That's why I say, like, y'all gotta understand, bro. When a woman first look at you, bro, and I'm speaking for like all the guys, like when a woman first look at you, bro, she don't really know how much money you making. She don't know how much money you making. Unless you just really fronting it like that, bro. Unless you, and I'm speaking for the average guy, like who Corvette, G-Wagon, a Scat Pack, like, bro, if you just really front it like that, bro, but the average nigga don't got it like that, bro. He don't. So the first thing she's gonna look at is you. And bro, it's either she gonna like you or she not, bro. Either she physically attracted to you or not, bro. It's like women will make it easy for the guys that they are attracted to than the guys that's ugly. Like an ugly guy can go up to a woman and say the exact thing and say the exact same thing as an attractive guy would. She would much give the ugly guy a hard time than an attractive guy. Because he's attractive. Because he's attractive. She's gonna make it easy for him, obviously. But you got some people, they'll lie to you and say, oh man, looks don't matter, this and that. It does. Maybe as they get older, maybe in their late 30s and mid 40s, maybe. And even then, bro, like, bro, hoes wasn't really on Michael B. Jordan, bro, until that nigga started just to really get lean, bro, and get buff. Until he started growing to his looks, bro. Then all the girls say, oh, they like him. That's when they start, fucking with him. But other than that, bro, like, looks is number one. It's gonna get you through the door. It just is, bro.
Now, me witnessing this time and time again definitely broke my beliefs and realized that I had to do more and put more effort into improving my own personal appearance. And once I did, and once I started focusing on my diet more, maxing out my health more, not only did I build an attractive physique, but mentally I became more attractive. I became more confident because I simply became a man of conviction. Now, this isn't just about your looks. This has everything to do with the man that you become along the way. The discipline that you'll get sticking to a diet, going to the gym, working on yourself. It'll build you into being someone of conviction. And that aligned with building an attractive physique is what truly elevates your masculine identity as a man. And the one time that I actually started seeing this benefit in my own life was when I went on
Once you start to see the benefits, you're going to start to get more confident too. It makes you more confident through my experience. Like when I started going to the gym, it made me more confident. It just made me overall better person. Like, I was real skinny, bro. Like, I was real skinny. Like, I was kind of insecure about it. That's why I said I'm going to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? You can do something about your looks, man. You just have to control the things that you can control, bro. That's the only thing you got to do, bro. You just got to control the things you can control, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you can get you a skincare routine. You can get your teeth fixed, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can get your body right and get a haircut that fits you. Like, there's things that you can do, bro. That's the only thing you can really do, my nigga. You got to focus on the things that you can control, bro. If not, dog, it's gonna be tough. I'm telling you.
That's holiday with one of my boys, and I'll never forget this. I'd worked that entire year to build a physique that I was happy with. I was in the gym, getting in shape, and that was the first time that I finally started stepping out with this new identity. And I remember going along that strip, and I took my shirt off, And the crazy part is I ended up getting more attention from that one single night than I did ever get from women than I did from the 19 years of my life that I lived prior. And I didn't just receive this attention from girls. I had multiple guys coming up to me, asking me for my workout routine. In fact, there was this one guy that ended up not leaving me alone for 20 minutes, saying, I've never seen a guy like you around here before. What are you doing in a place like this? Almost perceiving that I was higher status than I was. Even though
You instantly get respect, bro, once you in shape, bro. It's just a thing, bro. It's just because people like they know it takes hard work, it takes discipline, bro, to really keep your body like that and buff like that. Like you automatically get respect, bro. And what all us men want, all men want respect, bro. You know what I'm saying? So um it just you just people just perceive you like they value you more because you value yourself, my nigga, because you take care of yourself. That's just how the world works.
Pat's been in the same tax bracket, and that is the level of perceived status that getting in shape and focusing on your looks give you. Now, this is something that people like to call the halo effect. Definitely showcases the level of truth. The next thing improving your looks that will actually do for you is naturally elevate your circle. One thing that you'll notice after working on yourself and becoming more attractive is that you'll no longer be able to have the same level of friends, the same standard of friends. What you will experience when you're on the frequency of self-improvement and leveling yourself up is that you're going to make the people around you very insecure, because you might even be experiencing this yourself, but most friendships thrive off a level of secret competition. And a byproduct of this is that you'll naturally deviate from the friendships that could potentially have been holding you back. And you'll start separating yourself from insecure friends and start finding people and attracting people via the law of attraction or proximity on the exact same wavelength as you. More importantly, if you are on that frequency of self-improvement, the standard of yourself is going to naturally increase. You're not going to tolerate the same things that you were tolerating when you were fat. You're going to naturally separate yourself from the trajectory of being mediocre. And that is going to reflect in every single facet of your life. There's going to be a direct stream on things like your business, your relationship life, your social life, because you now integrate not only this level of discipline within yourself, but that's going to externally project in your everyday, day-to-day routine. Your whole life quality is going to rise to those standards that you've naturally set yourself. Now, as much as the external benefits do seem quite glamorous, I'd actually say the internal benefits are becoming more confident, rising to new levels of standards, having this new level of self-esteem is going to be the main benefit that investing in your looks is going to do for your lifestyle. Like I said, I could talk about this from a point of conviction because I had been 300 pounds. I've been 140 kg. I've been so fat that I can't even see my own. I can talk about the complete juxtaposition and life change because I've experienced this myself. And it's not just going to be in the way you walk, it's also going to be the way you talk, the way you articulate yourself, the way you carry yourself. And the crazy part is, if I could turn back the clock, I wish I could have done this sooner, because once I've experienced this quality of life, it's almost unfortunate that I spent most of my teenage years chasing and making so many sacrifices that I didn't necessarily need to make. I spent so long building the wrong foundations, building the wrong belief set, that I had to spend years, months rewiring in order to become this person that I am now. Now, I just have to preface that most guys think that becoming more attractive, getting in better shape, becoming more confident is down to things like your genetics. And to some extent, it is true. But the main preface of this video, the main thesis that I want to represent is that you have to max out the cards that you've already been dealt with. It doesn't matter whether you're short, it doesn't matter whether you're not facially blessed. All I can say is when I look like this, you could have argued that I was completely finished, that I had no potential. No one could have predicted that I could have become this version of myself now. But the main thing that I did was just stay consistent. I kept improving myself, kept working on myself, and that's what you exactly need to do as a viewer watching this video.
And that's facts, though, bro. I agree with him. Like I said, certain stuff do got to do with genetics, bro. And I'm gonna be real. Some niggas just cook, bro, all around. Like some niggas just ain't. You just ain't got it, bro. But bro, for the most part, I think all men can improve in something, in something, bro. Like. Like you just have to control the things you can control, bro. That's the most important thing you can do. And like I say, you can fix your teeth. If your teeth messed up, just go to my nigga, go get your teeth fixed. Like go get a haircut that fits you. What may fit for this guy may not fit for you. You got to figure out what fits you. Some niggas look clean with the waves. Some niggas look clean with a little afro. Some niggas look clean with dreads. You got to figure out what fits you, bro. But you know, every man can get in some type of shape. You ain't got to be the buffest, bro. But you can get a little lean physique, bro. You can get in the gym. You ain't got to be the buffest. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's some things you can work on, bro. That'll make you overall just look better and feel better. You know what I'm saying? cologne, bro. Like those things that you can, you know what I'm saying, you can do, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? To those things you can implement, bro. Yeah, man. So, but that's gonna be the end for that video, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a little something for y'all, man. Until next time, dog. You know what I'm saying? We out.